Hello guys, it's Ign Hl04 back with another Splinterlands video. In today's episode I want to talk about the best and most useful modern cards that you can play and maybe own or rent or what else. First up today we are going to start as usual with the fire team. Let's go here to all cards, Rift Watchers, Chaos Legion, Untamed, Dice. Let's go to the fire team and let's start with the summoners. To be fair, I think the best 3 and 4 mana summoner, I put them ex equal next to each other, and the best one that's out there is Tarsa. She has such a great versatility. She is an amazing summoner. There are great melee monsters in the fire team, and if you're looking for examples for cards that are great for the fire team, we just remove all those filters right there. And cards that I think they're great with Tarsa are, for example, the Tendy Striker. This is a great addition in any level because of the sneak play. Then also another card that suits perfect is the Entoid Platoon. I really love this card. It's a great mini tank for low mana. I have to admit I really like the Radiated Brood with the Tarsar. And also, where is my favorite reward card, the Ureas. This is a great card to put in with Tarsa. Then we can take a look at the summoners, and we can go with, where is it? Let's go to Peak Monsters back again, and there we have them. Let's play here. So we also have then some good card is also Skeogre. I think she's pretty decent. I actually don't own her. I don't play her a lot. In certain rule sets, she could be a game-breaking card. You can currently get a max BCX, I think. $2 per BCX is about 100 times 46. It would be around 100, maybe a little cheaper. And then also another card that I think is really great is, where is it? Yasek. For the price, 215 for a max copy is not that much. I already own a max copy. This card only gets good in the later levels, and if you have an unlimited budget, I would go with a Jotun. This card is just insane. You can get one copy for $150, which is a lot. And if you want to see them compared to the maximum level, like here you see them, those are them compared. It's like Skeogre, it's the cheapest one, but I think Skeogre is way better than Kudiev. I don't like Kudiev that much. I think Skeogre is better, and also you can play Skeogre more or longer because you can also play her if Rebellion comes out. Then we have the Yif. I actually don't think she is a great summoner. It's way worse than Skeogre, and you know. Then we have the Tarsa, which is, I think, the best, and the value will go up and extend the Pyre ones, I think. And then we have the Yasek and the Jotun. So basically, you can buy 8 Yaseks, or maybe 7, 8, 7.5 Yaseks to buy 1 max Jotun. And I don't think a Jotun is 8 times better than a Yasek. The Yasek has some great versatility, especially in the champion level of plays, where you have a lot of speed buffs, and you get access to pretty cheap blast monsters, which are great. So those two are, I don't think the difference is as big as the price here shows, and with certain cards you can equalize those those weaknesses. Then let's afterwards take a look at the monsters. So here we can, let's first go with Untamed and Dice to have a little shorter version. Cards that are pretty decent, although I have to admit they're pretty expensive. One card that is extraordinarily good from the comments is the Serpentine Spy, where you can get for 3 mana, 4 attack, 6 speed and 3 damage with an opportunity. That's just amazing. Like, in every level you can play this card, it's so good. But you also have to pay a big price. A level 7 copy costs $138, and a level 6 about 90, which is really a lot, and the max copy you can get for about $500, which is a lot of money. I don't think it is worth to get one card for $500 if you don't have a maxed out Chaos Legion deck and the maxed out Rift Watchers deck, but it would be a good investment to rent this card. Then we have the Fireballer, which is great at the champion level if you play a Yas deck with a random stun or a Jotun. The Flamesmith is a good high mana repair monster with Scatter, but personally I don't use this card. It's 18 cents per BCX, which is a lot for a common card, and I don't think it's that extraordinary good. And then we have a starter card, which I like a lot. I personally love to use this card with a Yasik. You get 3 and 2 blast damage on a random monster with 8 to 10 speed and an affliction too. It's great. I really love it. It's awesome, and yeah, I would definitely go for a max copy if I had the budget to buy a max copy like here for $140. Then another great card, if it loads, would be, we can also go to Peak Monsters right now. Let's go to Untamed and Dice. Let's go Fire, let's go Monsters, let's go to List. So, Serpentine Spy, pretty expensive card, nearly $160 per BCX if you buy only one copy. Then there is the Spark Pixies. You also here see the abilities from Flying, Stun and Dodge. So just imagine this card in the back line with 7 speed, Dodge and Flying. Then getting 2 from the Yasik is 9 speed. And then getting some extra 2 speed from my Supply Runner and the Counter Sinage. So 11 speed, Flying and Dodge. Who is gonna be able to hit that if not a magic monster? So the Flexia General is great for Inspire, but it's not a must-have. Living Lava is a tank which gives you the ability to play Rust in the Gold League, which is not a lot of cards. And I think it's a great card overall. It's a little expensive, and max copy costs $180, which is, I think for me it would be too much to spend on one card, but maybe some of your whales out there that are watching that can try this out and maybe rent it. And I think that's all the necessary cards for the Fire team. I don't think the Magnor is that necessary. It's a great card, but it's too expensive. Also Colludum is great, but you have better options out there than this one. Gainu is actually a great card for 1 mana with reach, and you get 3 attack and 4 health with Tarsa. That's decent, that's pretty decent to be fair. And I think this is all of the common and rare cards or all of the Untamed and Dice cards I wanna point out. So now let's go to Chaos Legion and Rift Watchers, to some cards that can help you win or sustain a better win ratio. The first one, which completely surprised me if you're playing Diamond, I would go with the Lava Spider because of the poison. And then we have the Chemist. I need to upgrade him to get a better Yoden counter, because at the max level it gets the Headwinds ability, so which is also a great card. Then the Ash Mirage, I would love to own a max copy, because I have some problems against Yoden, and this would help me to solve them with the Headwinds and the Reflection Shield. That would be such an improvement to my deck, but unfortunately I can't afford a max copy, so I won't get it. Also, Septic Slime is a good tank, especially with the heal in the later levels. Tenji Striker, already told you about him. So this is one card that I actually like to use a lot. I really use the Ash Golem a lot of the times, and I think it's a great card, especially at the diamond level. With the Demoralize, this card makes it so much better as a secondary tank. When I play Yasek with the free damage, I actually like this card, and I think you should get a max copy if you play in diamond and if you don't have one in rally. Forgotten One is a really good card if you play in the lower levels or in the higher levels. This card is great at any level because of the immunity in poison rule sets, and then the retaliate in silver with the poison, in gold with the piercing, and then in diamond with doing 6 damage in poison rule sets. Like, poison rule sets aren't that big of a deal, but it's amazing. Tusk Divide is a card that you can use in the Bronze League and above. So in Bronze it's very good against magic, and higher I would only use him for the Inspire. Then we have the Infinite Rising. I actually don't use this card. Fiend is a must-have for every player. Then we have the Grum. I love this card with my Yasek. I really love it with Giant Killer in the front, decent hitbox, decent hits, and 20 hit points. I love it. And then we have Mordius. Mordius is a card, if I had the funds, I would immediately buy a max copy for $88. 100%. I love that. I love that card. I love the artwork. I love the abilities. 7 damage, stun, piercing with Tarsa, 8 damage, or 4 speed, 7-4. Yeah, it's great. I love him, and I would use him to power up my fire deck if I really want to play the top. But some substantial, like, must-have cards would be, for example, these I'm talking like every league, that are good in every league. Platoon, Brute, Spider, the Chemist for the cleanse. I would maybe go, if you have a lot of money, for the Ash Mirage and the Slime. Striker, Ash, Tarsa, Forgotten One, Gram, Yasek, and the Fiend. I don't know if you need the Rising, but this would be the cards that I would use. And if you want to see more on this type of content, and how I would view the cards, and maybe even the reward cards, or on the Soulbound reward cards, what I should suggest you to do, or what you think is a good opinion on doing, or if you generally want to hear my opinion on those cards, just write it in the comments. Tell me if you want to see more of these videos, and I wish you an amazing rest of the day. Bye.